Hi there and welcome to the Daily Arsenal News Show. Let's dive into today's top stories. Deal in place, Fabrizio Romano confirms late exit of Arsenal player. According to transfer specialist Fabrizio Romano, Arsenal and Crystal Palace have agreed a deal for the transfer of striker Eddie Nketiah. The English striker's move away from the Emirates Stadium to join their London rivals has received the here we go treatment from Romano, which means that the transfer is done. The striker was expected to leave the club this summer for more playing time, as Mikel Arteta prefers Kai Havertz in attack. Even the likes of Gabriel Jesus and Leandro Trossard are ahead of Nketiah in the pecking order at the club. Nketiah needed more playing time to continue his development, and a move away from Arsenal was needed for that. As reported by Romano, Palace have sealed the agreement to sign the striker in a deal worth £25 million fixed fee plus £5 million add-ons. It's another high-profile exit from Arsenal after the departures of Emil Smith-Rowe, Fabio Vieira and Charlie Patino. By the high standards that the fans were expecting, the Gunners have had a quiet transfer window despite signing David Raya and Riccardo Calafiori. Mikel Arteta's team are edging closer to complete the signing of midfielder Mikel Merino from Real Sociedad, but the fans were expecting to see a big-name striker arrive at the club this summer. The Arsenal manager has made it clear that he has complete faith in his current attacking options and he is ready to play the season with the players he has in the squad. Nketiah was a useful player for the club who often made the difference coming off the bench. Despite not starting enough games, he was a crucial presence on the bench who often made the difference in some key games for the Gunners. Crystal Palace register interest in second Arsenal star. Crystal Palace are on the verge of completing a deal to sign Eddie Nketiah and according to a recent reports, could do business with Arsenal again before the close of the summer transfer window. After his proposed move to Nottingham Forest fell through, the Eagles are on course to sign Nketiah in a deal worth a reported £30 million, and according to a recent report from The Guardian, Olivier Glasner's side have also registered their interest in fullback Jakub Kiwior. The Polish defender is a candidate to leave the Emirates this summer, but there remains uncertainty over whether or not that will be on a permanent transfer or a loan. Kiwior has interest from Serie A side Bologna, who view him as Riccardo Calafiori's long-term replacement following the Italians' reported £42 million move the other way at the start of the window. Bologna looks set to face competition from Palace though. Tarek Mitchell is the Eagles' only natural left back, so a move for 24-year-old Kivior certainly makes a lot of sense. First up on the club's list of things to complete is Nketiah though. Arsenal exert authority by including rare clause in Fabio Vieira's loan agreement with Porto. Arsenal have reportedly included a rare clause in Fabio Vieira's loan agreement with Porto. The Gunners recently agreed to let the 24-year-old spend the season on loan with Vitor Bruno's side. Playing for the Portuguese club will allow Vieira to continue his development, whereas remaining in London would have seen him behind Martin Odegaard and Kai Havertz in Mikel Arteta's pecking order. However, despite their willingness to offload Vieira, Arsenal have successfully included a little-known clause in the playmakers' agreement. Although the clause's exact details have not been confirmed, it would be fair to assume the penalty, should it be activated, would trigger a financial sum being paid to Arsenal. The Gunners' latest piece of business really demonstrates the club and Edo's power in negotiations. Arsenal are also working on deals to sell Eddie Nketiah to Crystal Palace and are rumored to be open to receiving late offers for Reece Nelson. Key Arsenal player clearly not very happy with current role, says expert. Arsenal expert Charles Watts says it seems clear that Leandro Trossard is not very happy with his current role as an impact sub under Gunners boss Mikel Arteta. Speaking exclusively to Count Offside for the latest edition of his daily briefing column, Watts provided his insight into Arsenal's impressive 2-0 win away to Aston Villa at the weekend, pointing out that Trossard seemed to show his frustration after coming off the bench to score the opening goal. The Belgium international has had a super 2024, providing a lot of important goals for Arsenal and always making an impact when he is on the pitch, even if Arteta hasn't always found room for him in his starting 11. It remains to be seen if Trossard may now have worked his way back into the team after his impact at Villa Park. But what thinks it's clear he is not entirely happy with his situation at the Emirates Stadium right now. Arsenal fans will no doubt hope Trossard can continue to get chances to make an impact, as he really is one of the team's most effective attacking players at times, even if he is not as flashy as younger flair players like Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Martinelli. Arsenal transfer is done, 4-year deal signed by midfielder. Transfer expert Fabrizio Romano has issued an update on the latest Arsenal signing. The Italian journalist has confirmed that Arsenal have signed midfielder Mikel Merino from Real Sociedad. The Gunners have been chasing the Spain Euro 2024 winning midfielder all summer, but now they have finally sealed his signing, with the midfielder signing his 4-year deal at the Emirates Stadium. Romano posted the update on his X account. He said, Mikel Merino has just signed his 4-year deal as Arsenal player, all sealed. Merino is expected to join the club as a replacement for Thomas Partey in the starting lineup. He is going to become Declan Rice's partner in the midfield and add physicality and strength to the team. After completing moves for goalkeeper David Raya and defender Riccardo Calafiori, Merino is set to become the club's third signing of the summer transfer window. The move was inevitable as the Gunners were seriously interested in signing the player, and they had already made a breakthrough in agreeing a deal with the La Liga club. The 28-year-old former Newcastle midfielder will get another chance to prove himself in the Premier League after a failed spell at James Park. His fine performances at Euro 2024 accelerated interest from some of the biggest clubs in his services. The player could play a part in the next match against Brighton in the Premier League. Arsenal like this world-class winger and late transfer impossible to rule out, says expert. Arsenal are admirers of Athletic Bilbao winger Nico Williams, and his release clause means a late transfer can't be entirely ruled out, according to Gunners expert Charles Watts, speaking exclusively to Count Offside for the latest edition of his daily briefing column. Watts provided some insight into what we could expect from Arsenal in the final few days of the summer transfer window. It seems unlikely that there is much time for the North London Giants to pull something big out of the bag, but Watts did name Williams as someone they like, with his release clause at Athletic Bilbao still there to be triggered if anyone wants to. Overall, however, Watts feels this has been a slightly underwhelming window for Arsenal, who have added just Riccardo Calafiori, while Mikel Merino's move from Real Sociedad should also be made official imminently. Arsenal consider a late move for a Premier League striker who is a phenomenal finisher. Arsenal are set to have a busy end to the summer transfer window as Mikel Arteta is still keeping his eyes on new signings. The Gunners have so far managed to sign David Raya this summer in a permanent move, while defender Riccardo Calafiori has arrived from Bologna. There is a possibility of more players to come at the Emirates next, even after the impending arrival of midfielder Mikel Merino. Arteta wants to add more depth to his squad in order to compete against Manchester City for the league title. According to football transfers, Arsenal are interested in a move for a Brighton striker Ivan Ferguson. As per the report, Brighton will want around £70 million for the young striker, who is also attracting interest from Premier League champions Manchester City. Both the clubs are interested in a loan move for the striker at the moment, with the intention of making the move permanent next summer. Ferguson is one of the most highly rated young attackers in the league, and his teammate James Milner has described him as a phenomenal finisher. Arsenal are set to lose striker Eddie Nketiah this summer, and their other attacking option, Gabriel Jesus, has faced fitness issues throughout his career at the Emirates Stadium that could force Arteta to jump into the transfer market and make a move for the Brighton attacker. It's unlikely that the Gunners will pay £70 million for the young striker this summer, though. Ferguson is tipped for success in the future, and all the big Premier League clubs have monitored his progress. Despite the striker facing injury issues recently, interest from the Premier League teams has still not gone away. I will be uploading daily Arsenal news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.